Welcome back to Keisha Reacts. I'm your girl Keisha, and we have another one coming up. Before we get into it, real quick, let me tell you the for the first one. The first one is going to be kind of disturbing. A lot of these shocking videos, most viral moments that I have. So, if you guys are not in the headspace to watch this, and you definitely want to protect your mental, please go ahead and click off, and I'll see you on the next video. The little girl is spending the night over to the sister house of the brother who has mental illness. So the brother, as you're going to hear as they go along on part one, has brain damage. The sister said that she's been trying to get him help for years, and he has mental issues. No one has been trying to help. So she's been out here trying to get him help, and it looks like she's on her own. So this guy picks up one of the kids that she was watching at her house. She had a sleepover. Picks up one of the little girls and takes them over to the best friend house. So it's three of them, the brother, sister, and they have another brother. So he picks up the little girl and takes them over to his brother best friend's house.
No, I'm telling stop. Hey! Shut up and get off me. Why? No. Oh,
Ted! Ted!
Take me back to your house. What the f are you doing?
Dude, Ted!
What are you doing?
Ted!
What are you doing?
Help me, dude. What the f is that?
What the f are you doing?
It's a little girl.
No. What are you
What
doing?
are you doing? Help me! What is that? Come here. Come here. No, come here. Who are you?
God! I'm gonna kill you.
I wasn't
I'm gonna kill you.
Who's your name? One house. I don't know what the f. One house.
But I need to go back to your
Okay, yes, go in the house. I'm fine. You're fine here. I'm not going. No, Joe.
Get the f out of here. Dude, I'm gonna kill you.
Get here.
Tell me that he was still inside the glass.
What the f is going on? You what?
It's Joseph's. Come here. It's Joseph's.
Stop! Get dressed!
My name is Joseph.
Get dressed!
And I did not touch.
We know you're getting. Go get dressed! Now!
It's only one of me, y'all. I get that, but it's only one of me. They talk straight at the scene and say,
Hold on, put it up.
okay, I don't know that. So just chill.
I get it.
Okay, let me do my job. He don't got it?
No, he don't have it.
Go back inside. Let me chill. Let me figure out what's going on. 17. Anybody en route could slow down. Nobody had now. I have the mail right here on the porch. Stand up. Stand up. Bitch up. Bro. Listen, I'm not the one. All right.
Hey, I'm Joseph. Already wanted.
17 is 126 Grand Avenue. Down 17 has mail on the
What's in your hands?
I will help him do it.
Who is he to you?
Nobody.
That's my best friend.
I help.
That's my best
Bro,
friend.
chill
Hey,
out.
bro, no. All right, listen.
You know
That's
him?
my number.
That's your neighbor?
That's my neighbor's brother.
Okay.
He did yard work for me and everything. For some reason, he came to me with a little girl tonight.
Help me, man. Where the little girl at?
In the house.
Y'all don't know her?
No,
All right.
she's been spending.
Just give me a minute.
Y'all had,
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Chill out. Bro, chill out. Quit this.
You just saw that shit, right?
So what? Chill out.
Hey,
Chill
Why you trying to-
out.
why you trying to-
Why you keep tensing up? Chill out. Chill out.
stop.
Get the rap.
24.
All right.
Bring your legs out.
I gotta start you guys for 6 is District 13097 for domestic 10 between brother and sister. Sister has a knife. Female state.
My name's Joseph. My name's Joseph.
I don't care what your name is.
Help me. Help me, please.
What?
My name. What's my name? What's my name? No. Help me, please. Help me, please. Help me, please.
Quit moving.
Help!
Quit moving.
Help! 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 Help me! Help! 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 Help!
I'll hold on for you.
Help! Help!
We meet inside the house. Hello.
Help! Help!
You got me? No, I got you, but you gotta chill out.
Calm down, bud.
You gotta,
All right, you're good. Look, you handle yourself with it.
you gotta
You're
chill.
safe, man. Look at that. Feel that? That's comfortable, right?
No.
It's not too bad. Thank you. Thank you. Yep, man. Just take a deep breath. You're good. Help! You're still good. Help! You're still good. Help! 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 Thank you. Thank you.
Yo, my man. You gotta
What information y'all need though?
this your name, birthday.
Why?
Cause you the one that found him up here. You the one that had him at gunpoint, and he brought the little girl over here.
Well,
That's in the house.
He brought me a little girl.
From where?
That's his sister.
Okay, so
The little girl was spending the night with her and her kids, and he kidnapped the little girl and brought her to me for some reason. He knocked, banged on my door, and when I came out, she was screaming, and I snatched her from him, and I don't own a weapon, but
You ain't in trouble or nothing, my man. So listen.
Graceland, show me more. Yeah, he's staying out with my friends, and my brother, I guess, picked her up. I heard something, and then I heard the door closed, and then I heard my brother yell, saying,
So that's your brother?
Help, yeah.
Okay.
Don't want to be here, he has brain damage.
Okay.
A lot of bad heavy stuff that fell on his head, so that, and he doesn't know that he has this problem, and I tried to get him help, but nobody will listen to me, nobody will do it, help him out. He wants help. Because sometimes when it must click in that he's doing something wrong, that's what he tries to help her, because he wants help, but no one will help him because they don't see the whole thing, I guess. I don't know. But it's not my brother.
Okay. So, what time did this, I just walked over with her over here?
The audio was muted during the questioning of the young girl, but according to the field case report, she explained that she had been staying overnight with her friend, who is the daughter of the female who was being interviewed. She recounted that they had been watching movies before falling asleep, only to wake up being carried outside while the man was screaming. She said she tried to kick as hard as she could to escape, but was unable to break free. The girl's father was contacted and later arrived.
I can imagine how terrifying that is for her. Like, can you imagine taking your kids over to someone's house that you trust? You let your kid go over to their home, only for that to happen? I never let my kids, when they were younger, go over to no one house unless they were family. Because you just don't know the world. The world is totally different than what we live in today. Yes, he might have some type of trauma that happened, but at the same time, I have to do what's right to protect my kid, just like that parent. Now, listen to the father, or watch the father's reaction when the police inform him. This is crazy.
Pick her up.
What we gathered was my brother had some, stayed over here, had some type of health issues. Mental health, break. Took your daughter across the street to, what's his name? Devontae, or Devontae's, his house. Obviously, I think so. Took you.
Okay. I'm gonna switch him.
Took your daughter from him. Because essentially, he just brought her over there, right? Not knowing what he's really doing. So he took your daughter to the house, kept him out of the house, essentially.
I'll go give this back to him.
That's essentially when we arrived. Obviously got the scene under control and everything, and then he's now in the back of our cruiser. But as we know, there's no physical harm to your daughter or anything like that. It seemed like he just walked from here over there. We don't know why he's not saying anything. He's kind of just screaming in the back of the car.
This one's happening in.
Yeah, well, he's getting charged with abduction. Right. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Lieutenant Newman with the Akron Police Department.
I'm Joseph. You know me?
Joseph, do not know you. Okay. Hey, the reason I'm here is to talk about what happened between you and the officers tonight. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, help me.
Okay. We're going to get you some help.
Help me.
We're going to do that. But can you tell me what happened between you and the officers tonight?
I was helping a little girl cross the street.
And then the officers showed up?
Yes.
And then what happened?
I got tackled down on the floor and was done.
Okay. Explain what you mean to me.
There was a bunch of shit going on.
Yep.
Officers all around me. I feel like my wrists are broken right now, and I have a knife in my back and stuff.
Okay. When you say gang, what do you mean?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You told me that the officers tackled you to the ground.
You're going to help me, right?
Yes, we're going to get you help. Can you tell me more about that?
Are you going to get in the vehicle?
I'm not. I'm going to stand here and talk to you for a minute.
Can I talk to a different officer?
No, you cannot. Yeah, I mean, you will eventually, but for now, you're talking to me. Can you tell me what you mean when you say that the officers...
My name is Joseph.
I got that. Joseph, can you tell me what...
My name is Joseph.
Yes, I got that.
My name is Joseph.
Joseph, are you able to tell me more about after the officers tackled you?
I felt like I was tackled and...
When you say what do you mean?
There was a bunch of shit going on. I feel like I have a knife in my back and my foot, and I feel like... Sure.
Yeah, no, I'm following you. When you say... Do you mean they handcuffed you and they put you in all this? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. You don't mean someone assaulted you, to be clear. You mean that they put you in this contraption
no, nobody
here? Well, when you say that means assault to me. So when you're saying that the officers... That's what I'm getting. So I'm trying to clarify what you mean.
I'm handcuffed right now.
You're handcuffed and you're in pain. And you feel that the officers put you in this, that was not cool, right?
Yes, sir.
Is that about the size of it, or am I missing something?
Are you going to get in the car and drive?
No, but another officer is.
Can I see him right now, please?
In a minute.
I want to see him now with you.
I'm talking to you. We're
I
having
want to see another officer with you.
There are like 6
Right
officers.
there!
Could you please?
Help!
Okay. Joseph.
Help! Help!
Joseph, you got some injuries.
Help!
How did you sustain these injuries? No, Joseph, you're not getting out. How did your toe get hurt?
Help!
Joseph,
Help! Help!
how did your toe get hurt?
I was tackled onto the floor.
That's how it got hurt?
Yes, sir.
All right. I also see a scrape on your knee.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And a scrape on your shoulder. Is there anything else?
My name is Joseph.
Yes. I got that.
My name is Joseph. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey!
Joseph, do you have any other injuries I'm not seeing?
No.
Okay. All right. I see like your toe, your knee, your shoulder. Anything else? Your elbow? Can you turn so I can get a photo of your elbow? Would that be possible? Yeah? No? I can? Okay. Can you turn to your right? Your body? Never mind. I got it. I'm gonna come around to the other side for a second. Okay?
No!
No, Joseph. I didn't want to get his toe.
As you guys just seen how traumatizing the father was, the guy was charged with abduction and kidnap. I don't know. You guys get down in the comments. Would you let your kids, knowing that a person someone in their family had challenges, stay the night at the house? Knowing that they haven't been treated, this guy's been asking for help up and down the neighborhood, would you let your kids stay over there? And it might have been fine 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. The next one is just plain sad. Tiara was a beautiful young lady riding with her boyfriend when he stopped to say hello to his so-called friends. Upon stopping, they come out and start pow-pow everywhere. They were all a part of the group, gang group called BBM. So unfortunately, out of all of that killing or all of that pow-pow-pow that went out through the neighborhood, Tiara was the only one who lost her life.
Young woman would be placed in an ambulance under critical condition and to her head. Turns out all of this would be connected to a large group of reckless. It's at this point that we need to step in. This is one of the most complex and mysterious cases we've ever covered, so we need to break down some details first in order for you to fully understand the case itself and how well the police handled every single step of solving it. At 7:22 p.m., a car arrived at 1492 Rockaway Street carrying a number of people who started hanging out with some friends on the side of the road. This group included Javier Small, Lanier Worthy, and Jonte Smith. Everything seemed fine until 7:29 p.m. A black vehicle reversed into the street carrying Tiara Harris and her boyfriend George. Her boyfriend recognized some of the people on the sidewalk and wanted to back up and say hi to them. At that very moment, on the other end of the street, 3 men emerged from an unrelated vehicle and started firing bullets. These men were Zaire Saunders, 17-year-old Antonil Whitaker, and Darion Rackley, all affiliated with the gang BBM, a notoriously violent gang active in Akron at the time. There was also the driver of the car, Jeremiah Williams. Their shots scattered the group on the sidewalk, with everyone running for cover. In the panic, Jonte and Javier. Bullets went back and forth, and everyone went into a panic as they realized their lives were at risk and a bullet could strike them at any moment. Seconds later, the dust settled, and the BBM members Zaire, Antonil, and Darion fled the scene. However, a grueling silence would ring throughout the street as Tiara's boyfriend, George, realized Tiara was the sole victim of the shooting. With BBM splitting up and running in different directions, George flooring it to the hospital, and everyone on the sidewalk either heading inside or preparing to head to the hospital too, cops would begin the grueling task of figuring out what just happened, and who, ultimately, was the one that fired the killing shot. Now that you understand exactly what happened, we can join the police as they try to figure out what just went down and how to solve the developing mystery. Remember that all the cops have received at this point is a phone call alerting them to the shooting and a description of the silver Chevy they've just pulled a gang member from.
There's another victim that's at We don't know where that victim's going to go. There's a possibility that victim may be deceased.
Yeah, they got shot. Okay.
Someone's got to go check, probably.
I feel so sorry for Tiara parents. Please talk to your kids, talk to your daughters, talk to your sons. Things don't have to end up so tragic. The next story that I want to go into is about Joshlin Patton. Joshlin was a rising star in Philadelphia. I thought that is. So Joshlin was a promising athlete from Philadelphia area. He had really great sports stats. He was on his way to be pro, and all of this was taken in a glimpse of by someone he loved and that was close to you, too, a legend. Because here's the thing: when they actually break it down, you had his auntie, Joshlin, and whoever this 33-year-old guy that was in that house. So it had to be the auntie's friend. Let's go into Joshlin case. So let me know if you guys know about or heard about this.
Polygamy is big in the black community. What is going on in my building? Why does it sound like gunshots in the building? King, go in the room.
In November of 2017, this woman, Tamika Baxter, was live streaming on Facebook. It was about 2:30 in the morning. She was talking to some people on live when she heard what sounded like gunshots echoing from the hallway in her apartment complex. In the rest of the video, which I'm going to show at the end of this TikTok, she went to investigate the scene and saw a man lying on the ground and heard a woman screaming for help and to dial 911. As it turns out, the victim that evening who did indeed die was 18-year-old Joshlin Patton. Joshlin was a promising athlete from the Philadelphia area. He had really great sports stats, he was a rising star, and after his death, people claimed that he just had that it factor. He was going to be somebody big. But on that evening, Joshlin had just found out that he was getting accepted into a good college, and his relative's boyfriend, and another woman were celebrating in their apartment with beer. There were also 2 young children in the apartment when all of this went down. At one point in the evening, though, tensions began to rise in the apartment, and like I said, at around 2:30 a.m., gunshots rang out. Those gunshots were fired by this man, 30-year-old Derek L. Butler, who was later arrested for the murder of Joshlin Patton. Eventually, Derek was arrested. Like I said before, he had initially fled the scene and he was actually on the run for a while, but at one point in 2019, he was sentenced to 25 years in prison, possibly more, for the murder of Joshlin. So I'm going to play you the clip from the rest of this live stream now. It's pretty disturbing, so I'm going to warn you in advance.
Come here. Go in the room. Please, go in the room. Please. What the was that? Yo!
Had to stop it right there because of music and copyrights. But Tamika walks out to the hallway. And as she walks down to the long, narrow hallway, she's on live saying, hey, I think they're fighting. I hear fighting. I think my neighbors are fighting. And the music is very loud. It's just blaring all throughout the highway. So that's why I had to cut it. As she get close, she's still calling out. No one's responding at first. She's still on live. I think they're fighting in here, guys. I think they're fighting. As she get closer, you can hear someone yell out, call 911. Call 911. And she repeats it back to him, call 911. And whoever that other person, they're screaming out, call 911. Had to stop. A little more information. The guy who actually shot Joshlin Patton, his name was Derek Butler, 32. He will be serving 25 to 50 years for the flanking of an 18-year-old Joshlin Patton at his college acceptance celebration in November of 2017. Butler shot off Patton during a gathering at the State Street apartment of the victim's sister. Butler fled the apartment immediately, and was apprehended almost 2 weeks later. He was found hiding in a closet in Johnston, Pennsylvania. Butler pled guilty and was sentenced for third-degree and unlawful possession of a firearm. He was immediately sentenced to the statutory maximum of 25 to 50 years in prison, as he should. Let's get into this next story.
Call 911. He's saying call 911.
Horrifying Things Ever Live Streamed Part 25 Trigger Warning. This past June, Facebook comedian Tyrell Smith went live while sitting outside on a sunny morning. He was very well known in his hometown and garnered a large audience for his Facebook live streams. His particular brand of comedy was seen as controversial, and it created a few enemies along the way, including another local family. On that morning, he engaged in a heated argument with a man from that family who entered the live. This particular man had already threatened Tyrell several times, and he appeared to just brush it off. Sometime later, Tyrell is heard saying, "We've got some action." He likely noticed a vehicle pulling up to his home. He stood up, and moments later, gunshots are heard ringing out one after the next. The camera drops to the ground, capturing the sky as a man from his family finds him bleeding out. He was struck multiple times. First responders rushed him to a nearby hospital, but his injuries were fatal.
Okay, we got action. We got action.
I don't know. I can't see he's just laying on the ground. He ain't moving.
Dark and disturbing video that has made its way onto mainstream media such as Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Educate people on the darker side of the internet that has somehow made its way onto the popular media platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Reddit. For educational purposes only. Please do not search this video as it can and will. I must warn you, the content of this video is very heavily into animal cruelty, so if that's not what you want to learn, please continue scrolling. I'm going to give you a chance here. Okay, let's go. Now, the video actually originated on Twitter, and it depicts animal violence and animal cruelty in the form of sticking a cat into... The entire video is about 1 minute and 2 seconds long, if I remember correctly. And it starts off, and it just is there. For 1 minute and 2 seconds, he intermittently turns on and turns off in maybe 2 to 3 second intervals, torturing this cat. Usually for videos like this, it's not really the visuals that gets you, it's more of the auditory things that get you, like what noises the person or the thing makes. I wish I could say that this was the case for this one, because the cat makes very little noise. It yowls maybe once every 10 seconds when he turns on her, but if it's crying, it's drowned out by the sound of the... From my perspective, when I watched the video, it looked like there was more than one person. There would look like there was a person that was filming and there was a person that was operating the blender. But the more that the video goes on, the more disfigured and mutilated the cat gets. And unfortunately, it does not pass away from its injuries at the end of the video. At the very end of the video, you can see that it has somehow gotten itself away from the blades and is somehow like propping itself against the wall to avoid it. But you can tell that are hanging out and there is at least a cup of below where she's sitting. I know that the curiosity is going to get to you and you're going to want to watch this video. Don't. Because if you have a cat, I have a cat, right? He's right there. It's going to affect you. No words were spoken in the entire video, so I'm not sure what country this happened in, and I'm assuming that it's from the United States. And if you guys didn't know this, animal cruelty is a felony in the United States, so these guys are going to prison for a very, very long time in federal prison because last I read, they were arrested. A lot of speculation saying that they threw the cat after the video was over and then they took it to a vet and it unfortunately died from its injuries there. There is no proof that that happened, so I'm going to go ahead and say that no, that actually didn't happen. This is all speculation or people just trying to make a bad situation even worse. What I'm here to do is analyze the video, tell you what it is so that you don't have to watch it. And I hope that you will never ever run across this.
So, what do you guys think about the cat video? I can't believe people will actually do that to animals. Well, no, yeah, I can because they do it to people. What kind of world do we live in? And they're worried about the elk.
Happy Thanksgiving! Woo! Kelsey, say hi. Thanksgiving in Colorado. Say hi. Hello. Hello. Dad, say hello. We're live.
What up?
We're just live. Babe, say hi.
Hello, hello, hello.
Mom, she did all the cooking, thank God. Because I was struggling. Couldn't even make the lasagna right, but it's okay. Well, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope you all have a great time with your family. I'm glad my family's here. Woo! Kelsey, say hi. Kelly, say hi. I know, right? Thank you, Mom, for cooking. Woo! Tour. Oh yeah, you cooked the goat?
Thank you, Lord.
Aww. They flew all the way out from New Jersey to be here. I am so excited.
On the night of February 20th, 2021, the police responded to a call where they found a mother dead in a house in her Colorado Springs home at around 1 a.m. Upon arrival at the South Circle home, the scene officers discovered was one of the bloodiest scenes they had ever come across. They found the lifeless body of a woman with several wounds. After a brief investigation, they discovered that the body was that of 30-year-old Tashiana Blake, a wife and mother of 2 girls, one aged 7 and the other 5. Tashiana was married to 34-year-old Dermot Blake. Blake was working as an active duty soldier at Fort Carson. In a tragic twist, Tashiana Blake's life was taken away, and the close-knit Blake family was gone in one devastating night, all because of a man's selfish desire. This heartbreaking case forces us to question our own instincts, the people around us, and how well we truly know them. Before we get right in, we want to extend our deepest condolences to the family and friends of Tashiana Blake, most especially her young children. Also, we would like to take this crime case as a close reminder to everyone to be careful with who we trust. Sometimes the people closest to us can harbor the darkest secrets. Born on June 12, 1992, Tashiana Blake was a vibrant 30-year-old realtor with Jamaican roots. She met Dermot Blake, a Jamaican who was also an active duty sergeant at the nearby Fort Carson military base. He was an Army radio expert. He had been in the Army for over 4 years. Dermot seemed to be a loving and focused young man. Tashiana and Dermot met, dated, fell in love, and got married. Together they had 2 young daughters aged 7 and 5. Their children were their pride and joy.
This man was walking back from fishing when he captured this on video.
Yo, what the What the? Bro. There's nobody in here. Yo!
Well, this video has definitely taught me some things. I don't know about you guys. This is the most shocking reactions that's going on right now. And there's, of course, we're in America, so there's plenty more of those shocking moments probably be made right now as we speak. But out of all of the viral moments, what was your favorite moment? What was your thoughts on the little girl who was at her friend's house and got picked up out of the bed and took it away? Pretty much kidnapped. What was your thought about Tiara, who lost her life tragically and senselessly because unknown disagreement with her man and their friends? So I say, ladies, it's not worth it. I have a daughter. Oh my gosh. No. What was your thought about the young man that was out there on Facebook live all the time? He would go live throughout his neighborhood, walking around on live. And some people didn't like it. Not all, but you had a few. Well, this video being on live. And he lost his life tragically. His family and friends had to come find him while the phone was still recording, and he had a lot of messages in the window. What do you think about the guy telling the story with the viral video going around with the cat? I don't think I ever want to see that video, ever. I can watch nothing like that, but hey, everybody's stomachs are different. Now, that last video, which was the one that really had me, he hears someone screaming. He walks in the bathroom with the cameras, with his phone out rolling, walks around to each stall and walks dead up into the mirror, hears nothing. But if you listen closely in the background, I heard a kid crying. I don't know if that was his kid, but I also heard kids crying. Let me know if you heard that, because I heard something right after that recording. Well, my name is Keisha Reacts. I'm your girl to the next video. You guys have a great